Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. For the video title, you know what this video is about. AEW Dynasty review. MJF retains the World Championship in the main event against Kenny Omega. A pretty good match as well between the two individuals. And MJF found a way to weasel himself out of it and get a victory. He's done it many times before. We've seen it. What was that? That was the Texas Death Match. That's the right there. Everything was legal in that match, of course, but he still had a plan. He was a diamond in the ring. Is to hit Heyman Page in the head to retain the title. We see him do it against Bandito. We see him do it against many different people like that to find a way to just, weasel himself into like a victory. And this time, against Kenny Omega, like that. Kenny Omega said MJF knows that he's better than him, and he said I know it, and MJF knows it as well. Like that, he said MJF not gonna be able to beat him straight up. And he didn't beat him straight up like that. He went out there and got a victory over Kenny Omega, but it's kind of, he got two victories over Kenny Omega, really. But it's kind of like, you beat him at 50%, and then this time you had to cheat to beat him. You had to cheat to beat a man who's 40 plus with missing parts of his intestines. You had to cheat to beat him. So I feel like MJF, of course, in his head, it would be in his head canon, it would be a victory for him. Of course, in the record books it'll say victory, but everyone knows like the truth. I think MJF, I don't know who's his next opponent gonna be. His next opponent gonna be, but like I mentioned before, him as the world champion is very good. Like that, he had a lot of people coming after him, and he works well with everybody, and just being like just the most hated being like that. I think Darby Allin is his next opponent. I don't think it's gonna be like a big main thing, or it's gonna be something they like do, like kind of fast. We'll see. Most likely might be a big main thing. So we'll see if Darby Allin can find a way to dethrone MJF. I don't think so, but you never know. And we've seen Will Ospreay also, an individual who we think possibly could be going to All In to fight for the world title. A lot of people predicting that, but Will Ospreay took a loss, a big loss to Moxley. Got beat by Moxley. Moxley beat him down in that match. Ospreay let his emotions get the best of him. Lost that match against Moxley, and now he's back to square one a little bit. So we'll see what happens with him. And also we got new trios champions. We've seen Kyle O'Reilly return like that, the conglomeration, getting the trios on championships, and those titles have been passed around a lot. You had Hangman, and I think it was Jet Speed Rodeo with it, and then they lost it to the Don Callis family, and then Don Callis family lost it to Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight and Mystico, and then they lost it to the Dogs, and the Dogs have lost it now to the conglomeration. And speaking of, Kevin Knight, TNT champion, I did not expect him to win. I think I had a prediction last time. Remember I said next year I feel like Kevin Knight is going to be, in the world title picture like that. I feel like he's going to have a big leap next year if he fights for the world title. I predicted him as my Owen Hart Cup winner for next year. I think this year going to be Will Ospreay. I think next year will be Kevin Knight. Like that, I feel like that'd be kind of like the case a little bit. I feel like it'll be something different. I did not expect him to win a TNT championship. I thought it would be Tommaso Ciampa winning it back, but it's Kevin Knight with a UFO off the top rope. Like that, it was a beautiful move, of course, as well. Like that, he gets so much hype up on him. Pac, Montez Ford, Javon Evans, they can get high, like real high, like up there, like in the air. They can get real high in the air off those like leaps, those frog splashes, and those different moves they do. So Kevin Knight, that was a nice move for him. A beautiful move off the top rope, the UFO, and getting the victory and winning his first singles championship in AEW. He's a former IWGP tag champion. He's a junior weight tag champion. He's a former two-time world trio champion in AEW. And now, being a TNT champion like that, being the face of TNT, we're going to see him on Collision probably defend that championship title on, of course, TBS. He always on TBS. Most time always on Dynamite, really. He's been wrestling a lot. A lot of those big-time one-on-one matches. I know he had the match against Swerve, had the match against a lot Okada. He did defeat Okada, remember, in the Continental Classic last year, in December, like when it was building up and stuff, defeating him and stuff. So we're seeing a lot of big time matches, seeing himself like building himself up, and now he's a TNT champion. So that's big time for him. We also seen Thekla retain against Jamie Hayter, and she beat Jamie Hayter, but she didn't beat her like by knocking her out or making her submit. She had to kind of steal one a little bit, so that kind of lets you know that Jamie Hayter did defeat Thekla before as well. So it's like kind of lets you know that it's a little took a lot at that first. She had to go out there her way to do a little. She did a little the spider pin, but she held on to the ropes when the referee wasn't looking and got the victory. So I feel like that story is not over completely yet. Alice Windsor and Jamie Hayter with the Triangle of Madness, that's going to be continuing going on. We've seen Willow Nightingale get beat up by Camille. Camille finally returned. She was gone for like 500 plus days, and now she's back. She attacked Willow Nightingale, and they will be fighting at Spring Breakthrough on Wednesday. a special edition of Dynamite. So that's gonna be a crazy match between them. Mercedes Moné has lost all her titles. I thought she was gonna appear on this show, but maybe she might be coming. I don't know, Spring Breakthrough on Wednesday, or when exactly when she'll be coming. But I think she'll probably be here eventually. But yeah, it was a pretty crazy show. Seeing that, we've seen like I mentioned, Darby Allin defeating Andrade. Also, the Young Bucks defeating Takeshi and Okada. Both of those individuals did not work well together. Takeshi let Okada get taken out, but Okada kind of started it when he started hitting them, and we started hitting Takeshi for no reason, and they're gonna have to fight each other. I don't know what's gonna happen in Double or Nothing or something. It's gonna happen eventually. They're gonna have to fight each other for the national championship. I'm gonna see a crazy match. And then my boy Edge, my favorite wrestler of all time, Edge. Cope. Cope and Cage took a loss to FTR. I was surprised by that too. I thought they would win the tag team titles, but they took a loss. Took a loss to FTR, and yeah, I don't think they do another match, but the next match they do one, it gotta be something different, like a dog collar tag match, or it gotta be like no hold bar. It gotta be something crazy, because I feel like a lot of things keep happening. Like Stokely keep interfering and things keep happening. Them using weapons. Remember they busted Edge head open with the title and stuff. So I feel like they gotta find a way to just make it where like none of that stuff can affect them fully. So I think one more match might happen. Right now they're 0-2. But it's not a clean 0-2. But right now they are 0-2 versus the FTR. So we'll see. We might have to see them work themselves back to get another opportunity. Maybe fight the Young Bucks and some other stuff and see what happens. But that right there gonna be good. But on pre-show, I missed a few of the matches on pre-show, but I did catch the what's name tag match. Maya World and High-End. Maya World is from Dallas. Maya World High-End versus the Divine Dominion. That was a good match like that. That was a good tag match right there. And you can see that they're gonna be big time individuals in the future as well too. So that was a good tag match. That should have been on the main thing. I know there's a match that kind of thrown out there a little bit, but that should have been built up on the main card, because that was a pretty good match right there. Very good match to lead into the show as well. So that was cool to see. But overall, pretty good pay-per-view. Wasn't as good as Revolution. Revolution is be different. Revolution be different, but it's definitely an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 pay-per-view. Well, 7.5 out of 10 actually. 7.5 out of 10 pay-per-view. Like that. I'm giving that. And yeah, pretty good pay-per-view show. Next thing up I think is WrestleMania next week. That's gonna be interesting. I haven't been watching everything, everything like that. I've been seeing most of the stuff, and some of the cards look very interesting. So we'll see what happened with that. But I have a review on that too as well. But yeah, overall pretty good show. Kenny Omega fell short. I don't know if the predictions still the same. A lot of people have predictions of Kenny Omega going in all in as world champion versus Will Ospreay. Both of those guys took big time losses, and the Owen Hart Cup tournament going to start eventually a little around the corner. So both of those guys might be in the tournament, and one person can win that and get another opportunity to go against MJF. So we'll see. And Swerve, I think, might be, after Darby Allin, it might be the guy who's looking to get back up there too, because he lost the number one contender match. So it's going to be crazy. We don't know exactly what's going to go on, but it's going to be very, very crazy. But I'll see you guys next time on the channel, which most likely will be on Tuesday for some Daredevil. And then I'm hoping to do an Invincible video a few times. I forgot. But Tuesday for Daredevil, then Wednesday for Dynamite and stuff. And then on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, for WrestleMania. So be on the lookout for that. Peace out.